Old man here. Cranky, bleeding blue. Really upset. Was hoping for more. Blue Jays couldn't do it. They lose 5-4 in a really close game. And one that started with Cody Bellinger absolutely annihilating a Max Scherzer pitch down the middle. Look, Maxie, he's pushing 40 here. He's doing his best, and he did compete in this game, but he can't be leaving those pitches up to these Yankee hitters. When he was keeping it down and focused, I don't think Stanton and Judge could do anything. They were just adding to the air conditioning in the Sky Dome. But Jazz Chisholm Jr., with maybe one of the best baseball names ever, goes ahead and absolutely destroys this pitch. Again, too much of the plate. And I think that's what hurt Scherzer pretty much the entire day. It doesn't help that the stats prove themselves. You don't leave a pitch up to a hitter like Chisholm. He knows how to drive the ball. He also knows how to take his sweet-ass time rounding the bases. My God, these home runs put the old man to sleep. You know what doesn't? My secret recipe book. Inside that scorebook is all sorts of dangerous stuff I'll tell you about later. Meanwhile, Max Scherzer still battling. Stanton can't do much. He's trying to keep the Jays close. You gotta admire him for that. Seriously. And then Vlad steps up, and he's trying to make something happen, and early on it looked like he would. When he squares up, he can do a lot with the ball, but unfortunately, most of the time, he seems to be getting out of his comfort zone, and criticism is warranted. Bo's supposed to pick up the slack. Unfortunately, he cannot, and that's the thing. Bo and Vlad aren't on the same page in a game. It's really an uneven experience for the Blue Jays. But Addison Barger, there's a player who's completely in the zone and getting it done. With a hit off of Schiltler, man, when your only claim to fame is your height. Speaking of fame, Michael Kay starting to admit that the Blue Jays are better than they seem. Alejandro Kirk can't do much with that. He was swinging at things that were 16 inches out of the zone. I don't know what's going on this evening. Bellinger comes up again and decides to make Max Scherzer's life a living hell. Keeps driving the pitches, putting him in a position where he's wondering, what do I have to do to get this guy out? Seriously, I'm going to give him the evil eye. And then Scherzer again, finding himself keeping the Blue Jays alive. And that was the main thing, is to keep them in the game. And he did that to his credit. He kept a lot of these hitters off balance, and, you know, for a 40-year-old pitcher, not bad at all. That's my little replica of the Sky Dome as if it were fused with Fenway Park and shrunk to about 1,000th the size. Bellinger comes up a third time, and I don't know about this. At this point, if I'm Schneider, I'm thinking, I don't know if I let this guy pitch to him, but he does, and he just improved on it, decided completely to hit the ball out of the park. Scherzer beside himself, Schneider wondering how much of the fanboys are going to kill me later. And they will, Johnny, they will, for what you did in the ninth. Meanwhile, the home run trot ballet drama continues. How much longer? Let's move on and see what happens next. And of course, what do we have here? We have a kind of reminder that, again, Bo and Vlad, clutch situations, bit of a story, a fable. It's a profound sense they could be doing more. Speaking of, if you ever confront me in an alley, that's the bat I use to beat people to death. Schiltler is out there battling Addison Barger, and that's not working because Addison right now is on fire. He's covering the plate. His approach is brilliant. He plates my man George Springer, and suddenly the old man's thrilled. I'm really thrilled. Why? Davis Schneider. Getting it done with the rope. Is there anyone you want to root for more than Davis and his handlebar mustache, his Freddie Mercury visage? That guy's just absolutely out of this world. I love him. And we have a close game now, and that's the time I tried to reach out and touch a Blue Jay, and 38 stitches later, it wasn't good. And then the Blue Jays tie it. They tie it because Davis Schneider is plated, and you've got this wonderful situation where things are happening. It's a tie game. The old man is thrilled past the Ovaltine. But Vlad, any hopes of getting that runner in scoring position? Thud. They end. But Bo, the very next inning in the bottom of the seventh, says, you know what? We want to win 12 in a row. Let's just make a really long record and change the Major League scorebooks. And unfortunately, it didn't seem to matter. Why? Because the Blue Jays found themselves close. They kept themselves in the game. As you can see, the bullpen did its job. I don't know why Eddie Murray's on a Blue Jay uniform. He never actually played for them. That's an alternate universe baseball card. Jeff Hoffman, not sure why he's in there. If I could ask John Schneider one question, it's why would you show the Yankee hitters the night before his repertoire and then have him leave up a pitch so Ben Rice can just jump all over it? And that's really how it played out. Look, I'm not going to complain. I'm an old man. And I know one thing. The Blue Jays have been playing excellent baseball. I feel like I could narrate Shakespeare to you just by watching Rice round the bases. You got to love this team. They have a chance to win the series. They have a chance to start a new winning streak. And they put in a strong effort for the fans. Let's hope that they bring their A game and that I'm able to find all my meds so that I can deal with Alejandro Kirk swinging that far outside. Oh, you sweet, sweet Viking. And that's a wrap. The Blue Jays, unfortunately, will have to start a new winning streak, and the Yanks deserve some credit. Be sure to like and subscribe while I'm dreaming of flying cars and robots and the Toronto Blue Jays.